My name is Fatima Thomas. I'm a senior artist on the Mac Pro team, and I'm here with my lovely model, Blossom. And together we're going to show you how to get a gorgeous holiday glam look that's Bollywood inspired. Now let me catch you up on where we are. I prepped Blossom's skin, and we've done a light application of foundation and powder. It's really important to get your skin in the best condition because that affects how well your foundation looks and wears during your party, right? So the fun part, the eyes. I'm going to take a brush, a rather large brush, and a nice medium brown eyeshadow. This is called Cork. And here at MAC we use this a lot because it's a great basic neutral and great for sculpting the face. I've used a bit on her cheekbone here to sculpt, and I'm using a bit in the socket of the eye. I'm going to take the gold here, a little bit on the same brush. I want to tap a little bit onto the center of her lid. That'll give more highlight to the lid. And again, create more dimension. And then just lightly buff it back and forth. You want it to look diffused. So you don't want it to look like a big dollop of color. You want it to sort of fade out over the lid. Now I'm going to take a bit of the copper, just a tiny bit, and just lightly, just tiny amounts of it on her brow bone, and sort of wrap it down to the cheekbone. So let's take a bit of this green, and I want to put it on the outer corner here. Tap it into place, and then blend it by buffing it gently or sweeping the brush over it back and forth. Another good way to build intensity is by layering your shadow over a pencil or something creamy. Now, I particularly like Smolder because it's a great all-purpose. It's jet black, and it's really smooth and creamy. It can be used in the waterline as well as to line and buff over the lid to get a smoky look. We're going to bring this line downward into the eye. You don't want your line to just stop. You want it to look complete and well finished. You also, look down, want to make sure you go under your top lashes into the waterline and the lash roots and fill in. This is one of those things that professional makeup artists do. That's a small detail, but that makes the eye makeup look more finished and more polished. So you see I've gotten both of Blossom's upper lids lined, including into the roots of the lashes. And then I go in with my brush and I drag the brush gently over that line. And then it diffuses it and it makes it more smoky. Now I'm not going to be stingy with this black line. I'm going to really layer it in. And then take my brush, and again when we brush over it, it's going to diffuse it. Gently back and forth. And that gives a really gorgeous dramatic black. It really plays up the shape of her eyes. She has beautiful almond shaped eyes. I'm going to blend the top out just a bit more and fade it upward into the gold and the green. I want it more diffused. And I'm placing the teal sort of right over the black where it diffuses. And it sticks to the pencil, and the pencil holds it and also intensifies the color and texture. We're going to sweep a little on the edges of the black. I want the black to stay strong on the lower lid, but I do want to pick up this element of teal. So just on the edge of my black, I'm going in with the teal and blending that out. So now I can go back in, and with my black I can strengthen this. Look up for me and lower your chin. This is Smolder pencil. It's a great pencil to line inside the eye with. Now my next step is going to involve a gel liner. And with this gel liner, these are great for getting a liquid liner look. Gels tend to be a lot easier for most people to use. And I'm going to use an angled brush, the same one that I used in her brows. I'm going to load it. I'm going to have you hold it. And I'm going to have you close your eyes. And we're going to go in and we're going to strengthen the black on the upper lid with gel. And you can see I've done a really nice graphic line across Blossom's eyelid. When she looks forward, you see there's more graphic definition. And I've done it with this angled brush, and it makes it easy. And then I can go in and make my wing. Now, what's missing? When we look at this, it's starting to come together, but what's missing mascara and lashes and a little bit more contour in that socket. Now I'm going to use the dark charcoal that's in the palette sparingly. And if I have Blossom look straight ahead at the camera, I can just let this brush fall right into her socket, right there between her eyeball and her brow bone. And I can start to build in a little more drama, a little more glamour. So I have my Zoom Fast Black Mascara, and I have my palette and my 213 brush again. And I want to take a bit of this gold and pop it right in the inner corner where your tear ducts are. This is a really black, jet black mascara. I'm going to have her look down. I lift the lid, I go in and wiggle the brush from right to left, and then brush it up and through each lash. I can take just the tip of the brush and define the lower lashes a bit more. And we're also going to put a false lash on with this look. A great way to add extra glamour to any look, whether it's everyday or holiday, especially holiday, is with false lashes. I have a pair that I really like, and I've measured them against her eye, cut off the excess. Now I'm applying glue, and I want to have her hold my glue applicator, have her look down but not close, and I want to pop this on her eye like so. And then once you get it on the lashes, then you can push it up to the lid into place. That glue is going to dry and it's going to turn invisible. Take then a bit more mascara and help integrate the natural lash into the false lash. And again, I'm just sort of tapping this onto her lashes and onto the false lash. Just sort of tap it. So now let's add some health and warmth to the cheeks, because with such a dramatic eye, the rest of the face can't be too naked. It will be out of balance. But you don't want it too strong either, because the eyes are the star of the face right now. So I'm going to take a soft coppery blush. This is called Sunbask. You can take a small amount of this and blend it backward. And it's going to add this beautiful sheen and a bit more warmth. So blending backwards, and that adds a beautiful glow. I like that. I have Chestnut Pencil, which is a beautiful sort of milk chocolate brown. We're going to use this to define her lip, and then we're going to use a soft nude color inside and a bit of gloss. So I like to start with the tip of the pencil, because you get a little more control than when you drag the pencil on its side. And anchor yourself. You notice I anchor myself even on her face, and if she were doing her own liner, it would be good for her to anchor with her pinky to give herself more control, so your hand is not floating. When your hand floats out, you don't have as much control. Now most of us, our faces look organic and they don't look perfectly symmetrical naturally, and that's fine. That's what makes us look human and beautiful. When you're doing lining, especially on the lips, you want to go for a little more symmetry. So it may require that on one side of your mouth you might have to sort of underdraw a bit, draw inside your natural lip line, and then on another side you may have to slightly overdraw to get a nice balance. Then I want to take my lip brush and we're going to blend this out. Even before we put lipstick on it, let's soften it and blend it out. This is Viva Glam 5. It's a beautiful, soft, beigey pink. And what's great about it is it looks a lot like the color that many of us have in our natural lip. So we start in the center of her lip and dab the color in. Instead of starting in the corners, you want to put the lion's share of this in the center. Then you can blend the corners and blend this into the pencil, working toward the center. That's gorgeous. And voila, you're done. That's your Hollywood, Bollywood, holiday glamour look.